Ohayou gozaimasu. And of course, like most people this past week in the UK, in most of the world, I've been locked inside in fear for my life and frightened to go out into the world for fear of spontaneously combusting, of collapsing through heat exhaustion or dehydration or what have you. So I'm taking the opportunity to affirm my existence by venturing into the great outdoors. Now the temperature is normal. I say that, but I do hate the heat, so I've not been comfortable. Anyhow, a short video this one, just paying respects to the now late, certainly great Akihiro Miwa, who passed away at the ripe old age of 91 over the weekend. A very significant figure, known to most international audiences if they know his work at all, her work at all, as the star, the sort of cross-dressing star of Sakukinji's Black Lizard and Black Rose Mansion from the late 60s. Fascinating, and I think key works, and I'm going to follow up this video with something more detailed, because there's much more to be said about this figure and these films. But I think the significance of Miwa in today's climate, in a world seemingly riven with identity politics, with increasing let's say activism about trans people, about trans ideology, about gender fluidity, about which I will say that I am circumspect and leave it at that. In Japan, the sort of social, cultural context of this is a little bit different from how we tend to view it and engage with it in the Western world. And I'll go into this in at another time. I was reading this morning, of course, there are sort of commonalities. I was reading this morning about, in the Japan Times, about sort of official, if you like, recognition for LGBTQ plus couples and families. So, and that it reads like something that we would have perhaps read in the UK or in America maybe 10 or 15 years ago. Japan is a little bit behind in some of these issues, but in general I think the certainly the cultural presence and resonance of this, let's call it an ideology, is different, and I think we should take a figure like Miwa very seriously as a kind of arbiter of this difference. So that is a lasting legacy, I think. But just to say, sad that this key figure has passed. As I said, there is a lot more to discover for those who only have a fleeting sort of cognizance of her work. So if that is you, then seek out records, seek out cultural appearances beyond work with Fukasaku. Certainly rewatch Black Lizard and Black Rose Mansion, especially if you haven't seen those yet. They are fascinating sort of genre films in their own right, over and above the presence of Miwa. Black Lizard is an adaptation of Rampo Edogao story that is in itself, in its own right, fascinating, and the cultural context of that is something that that I think should be followed up on and explored. So I'm paying respects here and teasing more material to come. So thank you for watching. As always, look out for more comments, more videos, more analysis in the near future, and sayonara for now.